Hey, welcome to Digging into the Bible. My name is Jim Barnard. This is a production of Tiller Coaching. Well, thank you for joining me on day 3 of this podcast. We are digging into Matthew 2 today. This is the story of the wise men. This particular story is exclusive to Matthew's account. Matthew's gospel is the only one that has this particular story, so I really just want to jump in without any delay. So here we go. Now after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we saw his star when it rose, and have come to worship him. When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And assembling all the chief priests and scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. They told him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for so it is written by the prophet. And this part comes from Micah 5:2. And you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for from you shall come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod summoned the wise men secretly and ascertained from them what time the star had appeared, and sent them to Bethlehem, saying, Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word, that I too may come and worship him. After listening to the king, they went on their way, and behold, the star that they had seen, when it rose, went before them until it came to rest over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced exceedingly with great joy. And going into the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they fell down and worshipped him. Then, opening their treasures, they offered him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. And being warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they departed to their own country by another way. So I find this story so fascinating. These men were so convinced, they were so certain that they were right about what the meaning of the star was, what they were going to find on the other side of this journey. This journey was not easy for them. It was a long way off. They traveled for a long time. Many scholars believe that these wise men hailed from either Persia or India. So they really traveled. They really sacrificed a ton to come and meet Jesus. And what I love about this is it's worth the price of whatever the sacrifice is for them to encounter the King. They want it so bad, they're willing to do it. They travel all this way, and then instead of being tired and taking a nap and recovering, they jump right in. They meet him, and they fall face down and they worship him. They are overjoyed by what they encountered. And I don't know, this whole story got me really thinking about what I would sacrifice, what I would journey so far for. And when I was going back through my scripture journal, the first time I had written in this particular page, I had actually started a journey of my own. It was a journey that I had to sacrifice a lot for. It was a journey that was not easy by any means. I had traveled from Colorado all the way to Florida to enter myself into a treatment center, a place called Honey Lake Clinic. I had to go to this place to recover from depression. I had gotten really dark and depressed, and I know I really can't share enough about that in that whole encounter here in this video in a short 5-minute thing, but I'm sure I will share more about it over the next few weeks in this podcast. But what I really want to share today is that I started a journey on this day that I read this story. And that journey, I think it actually ended up the same way as it did for the wise men, because what I found at the end of that journey was hope. I had a physical problem with depression, and I needed a physical solution, and this place helped provide that. And I was able, it was like I was putting glasses on for the first time. I felt like I could see, and it felt like something to rejoice when I felt free of this depression. I'm so thankful for it. I found hope through this journey. And I know that that's what these wise men were journeying for. They were going on a journey for hope. And so I think that is so neat. So I don't know what kind of journey you might be on or maybe need to go on. But I hope that you're able to embrace that concept of hope, knowing that it is out there. And when you find it, celebrate it. That's all the time I have for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you tomorrow as we continue on with Matthew 2. See ya.